Resonance podcast with Sally. Dearest listeners, weary travelers, and new pathfinders, anyone journeying alongside with us, welcome home. Welcome to the sacred space of the roaring resonance, and I am your guide, the voice in the clouds, Sally, the eternal, multidimensional galactic traveler, star child, priestess, having been many roles and all in between. I am here alongside with you. Within this space, whether you are new or returning, we are brave travelers ready to dive into the depths of our very essence, the core of our being, the why of our conditioned thoughts, actions, and ways of living. And we are willing to brace the heights of the rising sun to the heights of our consciousness, the heights of what we can be. In this space, we acknowledge the this and that, acknowledging and witnessing the fullness of the human experiences as divine beings in human flesh. We witness the awakening from seedling to the tree of life. We are here for the contractions, the periods of resistance, and the birth and all in between. We are creators and receivers in this interplay of life, and we remember our origins and the knowledge across centuries and lifetimes, and that we are embodied being, transmuting wisdom to embodied wisdom, transmuting knowledge to embodied wisdom, living and breathing all that we are. And this community is a sanctuary for all those who seek community and resonate with the intentions and energies of the space. And as this space is a living container, a sentient being, it will evolve with the times and ascend alongside with us. So with that, I also invite you to feel into the space, feel whether or not the space resonates with where you are within your journey. And if it doesn't, that's okay, because when you are ready and if this is meant to be in your path, it shall be. And whether you're new to this journey or have been on your way, there's a reason for why you've crossed this space or feel called to it. And I welcome you to play, right? To be curious, to be open and allow what feels most aligned to you. And as we are sovereign beings, creators of our own realities, the wheel turner and trailblazer, it is important that you tune into your body and feel what aligns. And if something doesn't align, that's okay, because release it to Mother Gaia, and she shall transmute it into nutrients for our ascension. And if something does align, allow what feels most aligned in whatever ways feels most consensual to you. Allow, surrender, and receive. It is also important that you allow yourself to integrate and embody the knowledge gained. And in this space, we encourage you to find the roar within and live, breathe, and be in alignment to the wisdoms that you feel most aligned as you navigate and celebrate the intricate weave-in and resonance that connects us all. And if this resonates thus far, I invite you to subscribe and click on that notification bell. These are timeless readings, so they are arriving into your field at the moment you have called for them, and you are right where you need to be. And these messages, the recording itself, the imageries, the writing, all the work in between have been activated and co-created with the divine for our highest good, our highest timeline creation and alignment to our true north. And all of this is to support our great unfolding, our journey and ascension home to who we truly are, while also living and breathing as the divine in human flesh, offering to this new world our own flavor and our own unique gifts to help legacies that will come after us, and also heal and come home to all those before us, our ancestors and our successors. So you are right where you need to be. And all of this is happening in divine time and in this great magical tapestry of life. Thank you. So let's take a moment to tune in to the vibrant fabric of creation. And I encourage you to find yourself a comfortable place to sit or lie down and allow yourself to fall deeper into Mother Gaia's grasp. Allow for gravity to pull you closer to Gaia, into the seat cushion or bed. So breathing in and out. And with every breath in, feel the light of love fill your body. And with every breath out, allow the stagnant energy, stuck energy, things that you no longer wish to flow outward. And know that this is an effortless process. Do it as lazily as you wish and feel your core soften in tender love holding you. Allow your channel to light up and flow. And know that it is happening. Know that it is happening in the laziest way possible. And it's glowing brightly. Trust, surrender, allow. And if you would like to verbally affirm it or vocalize it, you may do so. Do what you feel will be the most effortless way for you. We are ready to receive. And we are called to and invite in the wisdom of the Six of Wands. Wands, they are fire energy. The fire energy that lights ourselves up, lights that creativity flow, lights our power center, just the fire, the great fire that is within us, the energy of our soul, our desires, our passions. And in previous episodes, you hear me talking about how can you allow yourself to fall into receivership, into a deep state of receiving the divine, allowing life, the divine, to court you, allow life, the divine, to turn you on. And if yesterday was a day where we were growing and expanding through action or non-action, today would be a day to receive, and allow in an effortless way of being ease into your life. And this is not to say that it didn't take intentional or conscious work to get here. This is not to say or dismiss any of the hard work that you've done. Rather, this in itself too, to choose to celebrate, to choose to receive, to choose to be acknowledged and witnessed also takes conscious and intentional effort. And the beauty and what life's love has to offer is a celebration, our arms wide open to receive all of you, to celebrate and receive all of you. And you may even feel the urge to cry today, to cry out your heart, to cry out the pain and the grief in the deepest part of your heart, because underneath that grief is love. Allow in life, can you allow yourself to collapse? To just allow life to hold you. And what I see is a collapsing into earth's embrace. Piles of pillows are surrounded by trees. But allowing nature to hold you, witness your vulnerability, and celebrate your courage to allow yourself to be vulnerable in the first place. And you may want to even, and there will be others who are here celebrating the biggest wins of today. Your desires are bearing fruit, and you did it. You made it happen. And people, physical people, are seeing it. Can you see it as well? Can you see and celebrate just how much you made it happen? Can you let life witness your joy and celebration? And if you were to witness the fullness of your joy and celebration, can you also see how life is willing to witness that alongside you? Let life hold you as you would hold your own. Let life shower you in exciting moments. And all of this, whether or not you are crying and collapsing into a bundle of pillows and knowing that life holds you or if you're celebrating all that you've achieved and that you made it and life is there beside you in these celebrations, all of this is without another person there. Like people are right now feeling like kind of fish just passing by, as if you've quantum leaped to another timeline and there's just people just passing by, like you're on a different timeline. And in some ways, what I am also sensing is, I think some or all of you, this is you celebrating and witnessing you. So can you do that? Can you be your own witness, or be your own supporter and be your own cheerleader? So regardless if there is a physical person who is willing to celebrate or witness you, or doesn't matter as much as what matters is your ability to celebrate and witness yourself anyway, regardless of the circumstances. And what I find so beautiful in this, right, is that as we talked about the dynamics of both this and that, is that there are times in our life where we want to celebrate in ways with people, but then we kind of stop ourselves short because we have to appear humble, or that we have to stop ourselves short because another person is maybe not in a celebratory mood, but somehow we had to damper our celebration for the sake of another being. So rather, in this situation, right, in this scenario, is whether or not you can celebrate the fullness of your human experience, regardless of those around you. Can you witness yourself? Can you be the person that cries his heart out? Or can you be that person that celebrates with complete fullness and presence? And that is what is being offered to you right now. Can you also see that life, the divine God, is your partner, your companion, your journeyer, the one who will love you in all that you are? And when you are angry and expressing your anger in the ways that are aligned or not aligned, that feels good or doesn't feel good, life, God, divine, loves you. And when you're celebrating and enjoying life's sweet nectar, life, divine God is there in those moments too. The divine exists all around us. It's finding the sacredness in the mundane and the discernment in deciding what lights you up or doesn't light you up, growing more of what lights you up and turns you on, and repurposing what no longer adds to that spark. The divine God, universe, all creator, anything you want to call, exist in all things, and not all things are what you need or want in your life, and that's okay. And that's so beautiful because we live in a bountiful forest, and there is enough for everyone. And I think there's a component here, as we've talked about in previous episodes, where is the releasing of our relationships and our dynamics when it comes to finance and money. And so in my own experience, I've had my family's generation, and if I could look back as far as I possibly can, it come from a place where there wasn't a lot. And when they came here to the US and to live the American dream meant working really hard and in some ways living in constant survival mode and getting and hoarding anything that they could possibly get, right? And living in such scarcity mindset that if I don't take it, somebody else will. But if I were to really track back my ancestral lineages, I can see too that there was an abundance of joy and happiness too when there wasn't a concern for so much about money. Rather, it was just celebrating what they had, right? Instead of a swimming pool, they may had like a lake to swim in. So it's being able to see, understand truly what does abundance mean to you, and what does prosperity means to you. I love money. And I'm sure we all can say that we love money too. And can we have that relationship with money as we would want to have a relationship with a divine partner? Having a relationship with money in a way where we can have a positive influence, not out of survival or anything, but rather out of like a communion of respect for one another. Yeah, I think that's something that we can acknowledge, because I think there has been such an old narrative or taboo about conversations around money, finance, prosperity, abundance. A certain, like, you have to be humble, or you have to keep working hard, because like, otherwise you won't be able to survive. And I think, part of people who are in this container right now is recognizing these patterns and saying no more, and what are you willing to do differently? So I think, so going back, right? We live in a forest that has more than enough for people, more than enough for everyone to go, all enough to go around. And what I also feel is that whether, if one person's pride and joy can be another person's like object of dissatisfaction. So for example, going back to money, right? For somebody, they can be like, oh, I love money so much. Money loves me. Money flows to me so effortless. Another person's like, oh, money is so bad. I hate money. I hate that we have to live in a world with money, around money. And the object or the tool is just money. So in a way, but one person may view it differently than another person. Or if there's something that you had, and I can think of one other really good example here is like clothes, right? We could have an abundance of clothes, and sometimes certain clothes you've outgrown, or sometimes clothes you don't like anymore because they're out of season. And when you rehome or repurpose them, it becomes somebody else's treasure. And that's why I say, there is more than enough to go around, and it's going from the state of survival, scarcity mindset to a place where we recognize like only getting what we truly want and need, like really filling our life with these little, could be, for some reason, throw pillows are coming into mind, but like objects that just really light you up and makes your life more vibrant. And I feel like there's this also ability to actually witness how you set out a goal and you achieved it. And that's all on you. And that's what the magic of the Six of Wands also brings to us today, or to highlight, is that you had goals that you wanted to achieve, and you've achieved it. Like this, there's no other, well, there's probably other cards, but like for the Six of Wands, so like it really shows like this is it. Like you did it. We see you. And we see all that you are. You have both the celebration and the witness into all your achievements. And I hear is that you're a walking miracle in human flesh. And I know, like in our cosmic world too, in this world of knowing, right? Know that when we know that truth and we live and breathe it, it's hard to witness when there is so much conflict happening within our communities. And there are so many things that we can do: complain, take action, or do neither. Taking action can be not standing for what certain people are saying and offering another perspective out of love, compassion, and truth, or it can even be willing to be a witness regardless of whose messiness you're witnessing. Just by being is more than a powerful action and offering. Or you can follow the flow of conflict and complain about the structure, the lack thereof, or whatnot, and neither would be doing nothing, right? But being on the fence, neither witnessing or deciding, in the void of limbo. And all of which are options and choices. And you being the creator of your own reality, you get to choose what is best for you and what will align to you. And like what will align to you may not align to somebody else, and that's okay. I guess all in all, it's interesting how I'm like going, being that we talked about the space of going to the depth. So like this is the depth of the energy today, but all in all with the 6 of Wands, I do feel like this gentleness, this warm embrace. I feel that the spotlight and attention is on you. Whether or not you like the attention is something else for you to consider, to be curious and play with. And you are being recognized for achieving your goals, whatever those goals may have been, your intentions and all. You are being recognized in it, meaning that you've made it. So let's say you've been wanting a certain job and you've been working really hard to get it. Well, you are being recognized for it either by people saying new network of people or getting that job in itself. And at the same time, this is there, right? You've achieved it, but that's, at the same time, it's not like you're not quite there. Like there's still something more that you may want, but this is a reminder to say like you are supported and you are seen. And at this end, also, these goals can change. So, and as we've talked about, right, in previous episodes, goals that you achieve right now are something that you really like, but maybe it won't be the same goals that you'll have next year, or goals and achievements that you've once had and made and have achieved. They used to add fire and light to your heart, but now they may not be goals that resonate with you. And what I see and what I feel with the 6 of Wands is that it brings into light into this immediate factor right now is that you accomplish those goals. Like you have the ability to do whatever your heart, your mind sets out to do. And I think it's like there's this deep emphasis in a way to say like, hey, can you see that? Can you be with that? Can you acknowledge and celebrate that you have that ability to achieve whatever you set your mind and heart to? And it's this call for this confidence, right? This confidence in your own abilities, this confidence in your trust in the divine and the way that you can co-create with the divine. And through your co-creation, you see the fruits of your labor. So the question that comes to mind right now is, do you believe in yourself just as the divine believes in you, in the same way that the divine believes in you? And also, like, what accomplishments have you accomplished? And can you see how you did that and take an extra minute longer just to celebrate that you did that? And I guess to speak to the depths of it too, and if you feel uncomfortable as people are celebrating you, or if you feel like you feel a little uncertain about your worth, can you surrender to the one who will always be by your side and believe in your worth, the divine life? And the divine can serve as your training wheels until you're ready to take the steps to ride on your own, as the divine will stay very much there beside you as a companion rather than those training wheels. And the thing is, can you see and witness just how much you've accomplished just from today and yesterday in the physical and metaphysical world, or how you are able to make your dreams come true, how you can have just an image of a job that you want on your vision board, and all of a sudden, all the work that you've done aligning your actions to those goals, you've made it happen. Oh, wow. So this message today contains a lot of depth too. I can feel that. And I just really want to emphasize, I feel like it's really important to emphasize here that the overall energy is that you achieved something and you are being recognized for it. So, like, can we celebrate? I'll celebrate for you. And if you're shying away from this recognition, like, I truly do invite you to explore, play, and be curious on why you're shying away from it rather than truly embracing it. Because, like, I would be like, hell yeah, let's celebrate. Like, big, small wins and all in between. Like, we are going to celebrate. And I think I used to be such a bad celebrator of my own achievement, always shying away. Like, no, Thank you. And sometimes the best thing you can do is just simply when somebody gives you a compliment or recognizes you for what you do for them is to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for this job opportunity. Thank you for the massive flow of abundance and money and prosperity. Thank you for good health. And I just saw something. So today I always do like a little bit of like tea before I record to just help with my allergies. And the and the little the yogi tea quote of the day was like, gratitude leads to love. I mean, just say with grace, like, thank you to me for achieving all the things that I've achieved. Thank you to all of us for seeing and witnessing that. So I invite you to, like, when you take an extra moment of pause and just truly celebrate with you. If you need confettis, I will, and if you comment and stuff, I will celebrate your wins with you and just show you how much there are people who are here to celebrate all your wins, or even just celebrate you for being here and being alive and being well. I would do that. So I think as I went on my little tangent and aside with my tea, I am just feeling in right now. Okay. So those are all the messages that I have for you today. And so we'll take this moment to close our circle. Thank you to our guides for protecting us and overlighting the space. Thank you to Mother Gaia for holding us and taking away what doesn't align, transmuting them to nutrients for our growth. Thank you to you for choosing you and showing up. Like, you did it. You did it. You did it. Well, thank you to me for showing up and living my life in alignment to life's purpose and true north. Thank you to all of us for being just walking miracles in human flesh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are complete. And so it is. Thank you, my love, for being here. Even if you feel called to do so, I would love to hear your stories, and I would love if you feel comfortable, if you want to share achievements or things that you've done. It could be big achievement, small achievement, getting out of bed after like days of not wanting to get out of bed, or getting that job, whatever it might be, and all in between. We can celebrate with you. So if you feel called to do so, you can always comment that, and I'll respond back to you. And if you also feel called to do so, and you feel like these messages are resonating with your field and they are supporting you in one way or another, then I do invite you to like, comment, and subscribe. And in a way, I know it'll help the energetic reaches of this space so that we can connect to more of our soul family. And I have really, working with the divine, and as I sit and meditate into how this space will transform, and there's definitely a lot of beautiful things unfolding. And I just I talk about it now, and I know it's gonna happen, is that we're gonna have some virtual gatherings where we can be with one another and just connect with family. So thank you. Until next time, my love, my little ones and my all, I love you. The light in me sees the light in you. Bye, guys.